voiceover, we need some audio in here. I had some bass line track going, but you could barely hear it, so that's been deleted. So we need some narration. Can you help us out there, Mr. Voiceover? Oh, yeah. Yes, we will put a voice over under everything here, trying to add to the what? Our day has to get better, laugh out loud. Our day don't have to make the damn thing again. Okay, someone's getting funny. But good example of a day in tank garage for Grizzle. He ends up that way quite a bit. And Sergeant Bones has to repaint the tank to have it ready to go for the next battle. Sometimes that's only minutes. Oh, like I said, I had something in there. I did the playback on it. You couldn't hear nothing, so I figured let's put some audio in here and kind of explain what I'm doing. This is my M46. Still working on that line. It's going to be a while. It's going to take a lot to get silver because I keep spending it on upgrades and stuff. But I'm having fun with the tank. It's not that bad of a tank. The gun isn't that great on it. The T-44 is a little better, and I think it's a little better at. It's a little. I think you get tucked down under things a little easier with it. It has a lower profile, maybe, but I know it has a better gun. I can do a little bit more damage with that gun. I can use the M46 more as a scout, really, than as it's closer to the light side of the tanks as opposed to being closer to a medium heavy. It's maneuverable to a point. It doesn't have a lot. It can't withstand a lot of hits from big shells. I'm getting better though. Over time, I'm learning to use the terrain, use buildings, trees, rocks, anything to keep my tank somewhat undercover. But I find myself a lot of times when I'm watching these that I'm sitting right out in the open. Even in this match, there's quite a few times I'm just sitting. The difference with this one though, if I'm not mistaken, I was following the mini map and seeing where my team was. Yeah, but I looked back and I seen there was a tank back there dealing with that, so I wasn't about to rush back. Cause I was, oops, sorry dude, just trying to get down under cover. Like I said, I'm just kind of trying to help out. I'm going where the team's at as opposed to hanging up right here. See, I'm right in the open. If they're looking my way, if they would have saw me if I was lit up, and the minute I shot, you're lit up. They know where you are. They saw me. They knew where I was. I was lit up by somebody. And I never looked to my left. There's a couple tanks to my left. They took out that one there. And I got the mic on, so it's actually being recorded underneath the actual video. This is the battle I was talking about. Kind of like this one, so what I did was I went and put the actual battle with the overlay, and then I think I redo it without the overlay, just the tank, so we'll see how that one goes. I can do my own little overlays too as we go, but I'll be putting this audio track in, kind of holding the spot at 1446, what we have, so it's under 15 minutes, so this will be a good one to be able to post. And that's what I'm working on, using the laptop here to capture Mr. Editor, doing some editing, and then what I do is I can take this one along with the soundtrack that has the guitar in the beginning of it. We'll speed that up and see what that sounds like. But it won't be sped up in here. It'll be the actual guitar work. I'll go back. Oh, man. I'm getting hit. Get back. Man. I'm surviving a little bit longer. Well, depends on what they're using when you're shooting me too. You know, glancing blow might help too. You might be at it. Oh, look at that, sitting right there in the open. That's usually me. See the reload time? See, just missed him too. But they get him. See, I think, see that little light? And that's what they do. That's what those do. And there's one chasing that light. I got some XP up here. Alright. Trying to run me in. Our little fellow there took a hit too, and he helped damage him. I think he's the one that ran into him, really. See, I have some damage up here, 9 something. I can't read it, it's too small. Don't have my glasses on. And so I'm trying to communicate with my teammates. I was trying to thank him for helping me out back there. I think he sacrificed himself. And good thing I had a repair kit, and I was able to repair my track and keep going. Because they disabled me for a little bit. That was part of that little mess. But there you go. Yes, sir. We did it. And like I said, now the next part of this, I do believe, is the same battle. What I'm doing is I'm putting a clip together. I think you have to go into where the notifications are. No, it comes up. We got it. I got it already. It's in here. See, we can just go back and it's just see, watch replay. There you go. You got it. We're getting it. Sometimes you gotta kind of show them where to go. This is a lot of editing doing this in the office here. Just kind of sitting here and reviewing, going over. Most of the clips that have been posted, I've probably gone over 4 or 5 different times. And then, like I said, I put them up on YouTube so I can look at them later, and I do review them. And like I said, there's times I see things like, whoops, I got a floating lamppost, or trees floating, or the building ain't touching the ground or something like that, so I have to go back and fix it. One example too was I was putting a sign up on this building and it didn't look right, so when I went back in next time, I replaced the wall. Instead of having a window, I put a wall there, and then the sign looks better. So stuff like that too. Like here now, I don't remember this one. Or no, it's just the one with the M46 in the desert. This might be an actual battle. Sorry about that, but that's all right. I had a couple of good battles today, so yeah, this no, this is my T44. Oh, I don't remember this one. Yeah, but see, this is the one. This is a replay because see, there's no overlay. It's just a tank. I think that's what I was trying to do here. Is trying to get kind of some panoramic or try to get some scenic shots without the HUD. It's just a tank. It's kind of cool. So I'm trying to create a clip of this, the tank doing what a tank does without all the overlay and showing where everybody's at. Because in the real, you see a lot of that stuff. Oh, break the truck. No, I didn't. That was the guardrail. I ran over. And using a train, trying to keep under cover. I don't think the T44 did too much this time, but I survived it longer. I'm keeping a better eye on the little map to see where my team is going, so that I'm not left alone. That I'm kind of going with them and putting my gun in with their guns, which sometimes can be a devastating situation if you're a lone tank. They have 3 or 4 other tanks coming at you, and what you can do but tuck tail and run. Sometimes you get away. Very, very often not. But you do get away sometimes. Like a little scout can be faster, and it knows where it can, where you can go, and just kind of just boogies. Eventually they find them. Especially if they're overrunning the other team. A lot of scouts like to hang around the back lines looking for Artie. Hunting Artie's down. What time we got here? Yeah, we're at 15 minutes on this one. This one's going to get sped up, so I think this is good. We'll leave this here. There we go. We'll go to that. Open folder. There it is. Okay, good enough. I think we're done with the camera. What do you think? Okay, yeah, the camera's good. I'm gonna check some of these out. Oh, there's the guitar work. Yes, sir. I'm following the tank. I'm doing that. Oh, yeah, you know it. You can hear it, but barely. That's alright. That's where bass is supposed to be. It's supposed to be in the background. Let's see what it sounds like up on here. Because the beginning part of this has my bass in it that I was working on. I use the acoustic because it's easier to handle. The other bass sounds better. There you go. I'm just trying different things out. I'm going to take that, I'll take it into video editor, I'll speed it up. We'll see what that sounds like. But right now I want to get a couple of these clips put together so I can have something to post for Tuesday. Thank you Tuesday, which I did get on. I did a couple of battles earlier in the day. Then I came back this afternoon after getting some rest. And there's been a couple little battles here, and I got a couple of victories on these two tanks, so we're doing pretty good. I'm learning to survive better. There he goes. That was me working on the. Actually, this is me working on the audio track here. That's what I was recording on the laptop, using the video camera on the laptop to capture me sitting here working on this. Kind of got a whoa. So I'm going to try something here in a little bit. I have an idea. We'll see how it works. That means clearing some of this behind me out. We'll try it. See what happens. And oh, tank. Oh, this is my tank. I like these tanks. This one's pretty cool. See, it's got the desert colors on it because I'm, arid climate. So both of these tanks of mine now, they both have the 3-season camos on them. So depending what season it is when you're going in, will determine the camo. That means Sergeant Brown back at the shop will have to paint them if it's changing a new. But he's got to paint them anyway if I scratch the paint on them. So. You get them blowed up, usually scratches the paint. I think I did the whole thing without no HUD on it, so we can just see what it looks like to be a tank driver driving a tank in an arid climate, being buttoned up, and it's probably hot as hell. Get out in there, sweating and whirring. Here, this is my heroic move. Watch this. See, I'm coming up to support this guy. He's asking me to cover him. I said, okay, here I come. I'm just a medium too, so there's not much. I can do alright, but up against some heavies, there you go. I'll clear a path for you, how's that? I thought he was going to be right behind me. Nope. Ouch! Okay, and that's that shot you see on the beginning. Okay, from ELAstudio and Sons, PhylEd and OelGrez. Thank you for watching. Cut, post, and print. put this one in a can and we'll put it on the shelf. Thank you, everybody. Good job. Well done.